Hello, yes, Danhausen here. Very nice, very evil. Thank you for watching the Gimme a Hullywood podcast, and I hope everyone in Yorkshire and beyond is having a great day, Hausen. Yes, enjoy it and love that Danhausen.
How's everyone doing? Special guest isn't here yet, but he will be soon. Hope everyone has had a good week. We've got 7 in already. We're here for a bit of fun. We're here for a chat. And we've got a few topics that we're going to have a chat about. So I will go through what we are going to be doing, and that is why they're in the thumbnail. So we're going to be talking about Wrestle Dream and what went down last weekend. It was an amazing show, depending on who you ask. We're going to be talking about Tony Storm, being voted the PWI Women's number one out of 250. So that is going to create a little bit of a chat. And I've put Cody in there because last Monday I wasn't here because I was in Liverpool watching WWE Live. And we had Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa in a steel cage match. So I'm going to be chatting about that one as well. Who have we got in? We've got Mark in. We've got Observing. How you doing? Top of the league. Get in. We've got Dan's in. Dan, is Raw live tomorrow or tipped? It's live again tomorrow because last weekend there was in the UK, so it was a pre-taped one. What's a Hell in a Steel Cage? It's a crazy match, let me tell you. Hope everyone is doing well. So Mark is saying sources within AEW and New Japan have told Fightful Select they expect protections to be put in place moving forward to prevent talent from immediately jumping to WWE, which kind of makes sense. No compete clauses. WWE have had them for years. After the Stephanie Vaca signing, makes sense. And Mark again coming through with a scope. Teddy Long wants to see AJ Lee return to WWE. I think it's time for her to come back. Didn't leave on bad terms. Didn't bury her. Very, very on the money there. I think Teddy Long's a great man, and I think he'd be a good booker as well if he got the chance. I know he was on screen SmackDown general manager, but he was always good fun player. Mark has been a legend. Discord server, get yourselves in there. We can have chats if we're not on live streams. I'm trying to sort of use it a bit more than I used to, so I was going to put tonight's stream in and a rundown of what we're going on, but I forgot. So, naughty damn. We've got Alpha Ginger in. How you doing, dude? Hope you had a good weekend. Mark's good. Daz is in Liverpool as well, dude. So we've got 3 already. We've got John in as well. How you doing? Our other special guest on these ones, he's just having food at the minute, I think. He said it'd be about sort of 5 or 10 minutes. So I've got what I always have up, which is a load of bits. So tell you what, let's have a bit of fun. Let's present a screen. Which one is it? Which one? That one? Yes. So we always play it, or we did always play it, but we're going to start playing it more often on the stream. So if you want a bit of fun, that's where we are. Who is this? So you've got to vote. Get your nominations in. Get your guesses in. Who do you think this is? And I've left a little bit of a tease there. NWA. There he is, special guest. Oh, he's coming.
It's a nipple game back. I can't wait. I'm going to finish off my food, but I can't wait.
So I'm doing good, John. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's not bad. I start a week off, and I'm off on holiday from work, not actually going anywhere. It's my birthday on Tuesday, so I feel like I'm getting old. Max had a guess straight away, Rey Mysterio Jr. It's not Rey Mysterio. Austin Theory should be the White Six target. Great point. Absolutely great point there, Aaron. Aaron Fagura, I want to say. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Film and WWE shows. Nice. Thanks for joining, dude. Daz has gone. Cena. I don't think Cena's ever worked for the NWA. But Mark is so quick on these. You've got to give people a chance, Mark. But it is absolute Ricky Starks. And it looks so weird seeing him with an NWA belt, doesn't it? Which is, I was quite confused when I saw the photo. But yeah, NWA television champion. How are you doing, Jake? How are you doing, Michael? Hope you're having a good week. Well, what's left of the weekend. But yeah, look at that. Look at how young he looks there. He's obviously since then shredded up quite a bit. So, yeah. I'm going to stop that one. Let me just remove that. So it goes back to me on its own. I'll close that tab down so I don't reuse him because I've been known to do that. Am I watching Maple Leaf Pro tonight? I won't. I'm doing this and I'm going to bed because it is already 10 o'clock at night in the UK. I have got the NFL 49ers game on there against the Chiefs. 3-0 up at the minute, so that's the main thing. Liverpool won earlier on, so Mark's happy. Yeah, Daz is happy. So we're having a good time. Dude, no, it's not a problem, dude. Ant is just making food. So, yeah, we're going to have a chat about the Wrestle Dream card, what went down. We're going to have a chat about a few other bits as well, especially, I think it's more of an AEW-centric theme tonight. So, yeah, we'll see you in a couple of weeks. I'm doing them every 2 weeks at the minute, not every week, just because I want a bit of time. And it's going near the end of the Formula One season, so it's a race every week near enough. It's party time. Jake says, of course it is. Did you hear about the Francis Ngannou stoppage? Did you see any of it? And what did you think? Daz is giving that question, starting off. What do we think of MCMG Motor City Machine Guns on SmackDown? I love it. Absolutely love it. It's nice to see someone come in that's not been put on NXT. And I think if you do that, you're saying we're getting this rocket strapped to our backs and we're going to be a big deal. And I think that's what they want. They are good enough where they didn't need NXT. So I think it makes sense. Get them on the shows as soon as you can. Matt, Jake, on Kahoot, I'll try not to beat you by 3 points this time. Mac's already throwing stuff out there. Loved it, but the crowd was dead when they came out. Yeah, I think for fans like us guys, we know who they are. We know how good they are. So if we was there, we would have popped. But when the general sort of fan have never heard of them or don't know who they are, makes it a little bit harder. MCMG debut was good apart from the music that sucked. Yeah, sometimes music is a little bit iffy. And I think that's the issue sometimes. I want Jim Johnson back. Give Jim Johnson some huge amount of money and get him writing absolute bangers again. Happy birthday, Snoop Dogg. Yeah. How old is he now? 75, 80? He seems to be around forever, doesn't he? Jake watched it on your stream, thought it was impressive, but wouldn't make a boxing match anymore. Opening would have got a standing KO. I think Ngannou's just scary power, absolute scary power. But yeah, Danny Greentail will play catch up later. You're going to miss out on the quiz we're going to be doing a little bit later on. It was only 53. 53. Jake saying they should have kept the old music. Sometimes, if you're keeping the old music, you've got to pay the rights, and WWE don't like doing that. Jake's going to win by 1,000 points this time. Mark, the barrier has been... No, it's not the barrier. The line has been drawn in the sand. Let's see how far past it. Snoop to the D-O-double-G. I'm not gangster enough to pull that off. But if we are talking about birthdays, I did actually bring up the list of birthdays for sort of wrestlers. So I'll go through them. What's the date? 20th. Mike actually likes their new shirt. No, a lot of people don't like it, but it's funny and pretty interesting. It's each to their own, isn't it, Michael? Every time we do something, some people will like it, some people don't. That's the whole point of an opinion. If everyone likes the same stuff, what's the point in having anything else? So 20th, you've got Chavo Guerrero, born in 1970, and then it would have been Scott Hall's birthday. So rest in peace, Scott Hall, absolute legend, NWO founder, and not going to expect Jay to lose the belt on Monday. I don't think he's going to lose it that soon. I honestly don't. But, I mean, you never know. You'll see me tomorrow night doing Monday Night Raw, so we will find out, Jake. Mark, sorry, yeah. It'd be boring if we all agreed there'd be no reason for a discussion. Exactly. So we have got a kind of special guest. He's not, well, he is special, but not in that kind of way. But it's nice to have him on a stream again because we always have a bit of fun when we are on together. So, how are you doing, dude?
Hey, baby, lovely to see you. Look at this, the AEW and the Raw worlds collide. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Oh, wrong way.
Either way.
Wrong way. Yeah, fine.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, how are you, man? Nice to see you. Nice to see everyone in chat. I hear that you're all having fun.
We had a good old-fashioned game of nips before you joined.
Oh, mate, I love the nipples game. You know, people think that what we stole it off What Culture. We didn't at all. It was originally us that did that.
I mean, while you're eating, shall we have another game?
Oh, whatever, man. Hey, this is your stream, baby. I'm happy to be here. I'm just chilling. Yeah, let's play some more nips. Yeah, everyone wants some nips. Nips.
There we go. Even Jake is on point, especially in more ways than one out you want. Yeah,
you got it, baby.
Oh, Levant. There you go. Mark is saying the forbidden door is destroyed.
Boom! We kicked through the door, man. We kicked through the door.
Michael's got the arm. Get them nips out, son. Okay, get them nips out. Who is this?
Ooh, who is that? Oh, that's some.
I'm going for my skeleton ones.
I'm not flicking myself off during the stream. It's just not my style anymore. I got told off by Dom. Michael, I hope you had a good time away, man. I know you was in the car traveling somewhere before, so I hope you had a good time, my dude. Yeah.
Michael's forgiving AEW. Mox's reign has been fire. I mean, Mox has carried AEW on his back for long enough. Now it's gone Bush Bagwell. I've never heard of that wrestler. Bush Bagwell.
It's Buff Bagwell's missus.
Yeah, true.
She needs a shave, to be honest with you.
Bagwell, nope. Good guesses though. It's not Dyson Tweez.
Wow.
Jake saying Mox's reign has been incredible. And because it's a Sunday night and I am off for a week, I'm having beer. Why not? It's a Sunday night.
Are you off for the week? Nice, man.
Oh, yes.
Look at you. Did you enjoy your house show?
Yeah, it was great. That's one of the things that I thought we could have a little bit of a chat about later.
Oh, awesome. I can't wait.
So everyone's going Buff Bagwell, but it's not. It's not Buff the Stuff. Jake's having some Stella.
Nice one, Jake. Keep enjoying that Stella, man. I'm real hungover, Dan.
I could tell by the messages earlier.
Could you?
Yes.
When I was like,
when you're saying it's self-inflicted.
Stone cold.
It's not stone cold. I mean, with this, even Ant doesn't know because these are my streams at the minute, so I've not even put in any clues of who this is going to be. It's not Brett. But good guess does. Oh, Jake coming up with unusual guesses. Nunzio. No.
Nice.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking maybe Jericho.
It's not Jericho. It's not Eddie.
What do I know? What do I know?
But keep going. Keep them guesses coming. Once we've done this, we'll chat about Wrestle Dream and the card.
Cool.
Oh, cool. Here we go. We've got a winner.
Bulldog, of course, yeah. Yeah, good shot. Yeah, it's the Attitude Bulldog, yeah.
Yeah, I thought I'd go for something a little bit different.
Yeah, man, nice. I like it.
Hardcore. Yeah. No, it's not Dave Malenko. We've got the old librarian. I like the panda. Is it a panda in your profile picture, dude? That looks cool. Dressed as Iron Man.
Oh, it's the old librarian. Nice one. Nice to see you, man. Hope you're doing well.
Bulldog
I should have had a video game thing out today, but I haven't, and I'm too hungover to do it. So it'll be with you early on in the week. Sorry, old librarian.
I don't think they'll mind too much. Content's well worth the wait.
I don't know about that. It's but it's fine. It's fun.
So Wrestle Dream went down a couple of weeks ago, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And I think it looked like it should have been an absolutely incredible card, but from what you said, it wasn't anywhere near as good as it should have been.
No, I mean, for me, it was like a 4-match card. I thought there was a load of junk around it. And then, and I don't even know if them 4 matches delivered. I mean, Danielson and Mox wasn't as good as the last time they faced. I don't really care about the ending. Like, if you're going to do that, that's fine. I don't really mind about that. In terms of what else there was the Iron Pan. Is that a pansexual panda?
It's a panda dressed as Iron Man in the profile picture, dude. It looks cool.
Cool. So it's not a panda that likes lady boy pandas. No, okay, cool. It was Brian's ideas for the whole match and the ending. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I just don't think it was as good a match. I mean, that's all. It was a 1-match card. It was Will Ospreay and Takeshita and Ricochet who put on a belter. Everything else just dragged, and then having one women's match, and then having Beast Motos and Hologram have a longer match than the women had. They had more time than Adam Page and Switchblade. They had more time, and it's just weird, man. And I'm not saying it was a bad pay-per-view, but for me, it was the worst pay-per-view that AEW's ever done. Yeah. That's
a statement.
Well,
that's a big statement.
I've always enjoyed AEW pay-per-views, so yeah. I mean, Mox and what's he called?
Danielson.
Brody King.
Oh, yeah.
Awful. Really bored during it. Like, I was like, you're gonna try and build Darby off, and you're having him have matches like that? Like, it was too much for me, man.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you're the resident AEW guy around here, and I sort of flicked through the majority of the card and watched like a few minutes of each match just to see how it felt. And again, I kind of think the matches was passable from AEW standards. There wasn't breaking ground or anything like that.
No.
Have we had a look? Has Meltzer released his star rating yet?
I don't know. I mean, I listened to like Stephen Larson and stuff, and they give their star ratings, and they were quite positive about it, which I'm cool. But for me, like, it just didn't hit the notes I kind of needed it to do as an AEW pay-per-view. Does that make sense?
Yes, I mean, starting off, Jay White and Adam Page, Meltzer's give that a 4-star rating.
Nah, I mean, it was maybe it was a 4-star. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah. It was a good match. It was one of the better matches on the show for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably about right.
How about I tell you what I agree with and disagree with?
Well, I was going to go through each match, and you'll tell me if the star rating should be correct.
Okay. Or I can tell you what I think the star. What rating I give him. Let's turn it into a game. Cool.
Mariah May defeating Willow Nightingale to retain the Women's Championship. What do you think that should be?
Dave Meltzer's a sexist pig, so he'd probably give it about 3 1/4.
Oh, not far off. 3 3/4 stars for that one.
Half star out. Yeah. 3 3/4. I agree with that. I think it was a 3 3/4 match. Yeah.
Yeah. Jack Perry defeating Katsuyori Shibata for the TNT Championship.
This is a type of match that Meltzer will like because it's got Shibata in it. It's got to be 3. It can't be more than 3.5 though.
So what are you going?
I reckon you give it 3.5.
3 1/4. So again, not far off on the money.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't a 3 1/4 match. It was like a 2-star match, really. It was nothing.
Nothing special.
Yeah.
Takeshi defeated Ospreay and Ricochet for the International Championship.
5.5 star for me. I reckon Ospreay probably. I reckon Meltzer probably went 5 3/4.
5.5. So again,
5.5, right?
quarter star, half star. You've been near enough bang on the money. Hologram defeating Beast Motors 2-1.
Meltzer will love this. I reckon he gives it 4 1/4. I give it a 3.5 just because I didn't. 3 1/4 because I didn't even feel it needed to be there, man.
4 1/4 stars. Yep, absolutely bang on the money.
Yep.
Darby and Brody King.
He'll probably give this 4 stars. It was for me. It was like a 2.5 stars. I thought it was awful.
Yeah, I'm more on your side on this one, but he's give it 4.5 stars.
4.5. Nah, bullshit. It was so formulaic, and I think I'm getting fed up of Darby's formula. And I wanted him to look strong, and he didn't. He just come out looking weak, in my opinion. So
yeah,
that's why I went with that. 4.5. Jesus. So he thought that was better than Hangman and Switchblade?
Yep.
He's an idiot.
Bucks defeating Private Party.
This was awful. I mean, it didn't need to be there. It was a really sloppy Bucks match. The decision was probably the wrong decision. I mean, I don't really care about the decision. Meltzer probably give it 3 3/4. I'd give it like 2 3/4, maybe.
Meltzer give it 4.5.
Oh, Jesus,
because
man.
it's the Bucks. Because it's the Bucks, isn't he?
Well, I love the Bucks. I think they're great. But like it was a bad Bucks match in my opinion. I've seen them have better TV matches.
Yeah. Briscoe defeating Jericho. That I thought was actually a good match.
I was falling asleep by that point. So I mean, it's hard. Like 3.5. Meltzer probably give it a 4.
4 1/4.
I mean, it's a fine Jericho match, but like, let's not go crazy.
And then main event, Moxley defeating Danielson.
Wasn't as good as last time they met. It was fine. I quite like the battle. I guess I give it 3 3/4.
Meltzer give it 4 3/4, almost a 5-star.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. It's all fine. I don't agree with it at all. And so, but that's just I just didn't enjoy it as much as everyone else seemed to enjoy it.
No, like I said, I mean, you're the one that sort of knows AEW in and out. You know people, stuff like that. Darby's formula in matches. But I mean, it's crazy that I can watch the same match and have a completely different opinion when I'm watching just isolated matches on AEW more than what you are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. But everyone's entitled to their opinion, yeah?
100%, yeah. What did you think about Rico showing up?
I didn't see it. It was on the pre-show, so I didn't care.
Oh, okay. Rico needs a manager.
What did I think about? Oh, that was the other problem. The Swerve promo. Like you didn't mention that. Like that dragged on a bit. You had Adam Page return with MJF return, getting involved in the Daniel Garcia thing with Jack Perry and stuff, which completely overshadowed any match. And it's all just dragged out. It felt like a Dynamite. It felt like an Dynamite to me.
Yeah, I mean, we're known for some big surprises at AEW pay-per-views, and I just didn't feel like it delivered on them points.
I just wanted good wrestling, and I just like after Hangman and Jay and Mariah May and Willow, I felt like we was waiting for a while for some decent freaking wrestling. And I was because it's so late for us, man. I was falling asleep. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Jake saying Mox and Bryan was decent, but the ending was lackluster, copied all out stuff. Yep, I agree. Meltzer's ratings like asking a WWE fan if WCW was good. Jake, besides the triple threat main event, was good besides that. Not much else.
It was all right. Yeah, it was all right, yeah.
Old Librarian, AEW have consistent hit rate for their events. Wrestle Dream was fine, but something fell off to their usual standards. Yeah, again, mirroring the points of everyone else.
That's what I felt, yeah.
Got Dan in from evening. Hope you're doing well. Meltzer's so far in Khan's back pocket. I don't even think it's Khan's back pockets. I think he's feathering.
Dan the Wizard. I think it's Meltzer's style. I think Meltzer likes the. I think people put way too much in that. I think Meltzer enjoys the style of AEW, just like I enjoy the style of AEW, and that's partly because I'm kind of bored of what WWE was offering. But that makes me. That doesn't make me like a mark. It just makes me I enjoy that style. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Dan saying it dragged on, but that because nothing could follow the triple threat.
Hard to say because there have been shows where they've put on like incredible matches where, like for example, what was Will Ospreay in the last one? And he had that great match, and then Willow and Chris Statlander went out after it and blew it out the water as well. And I thought they did a really good job. You know, Chris Statlander, the now face.
Yeah.
So I think they can. I think it's hard. I do think it's hard, but nothing really did afterwards. Yeah, it's hard to follow, I think.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I mean, this is kind of my thoughts on Bad Blood. You're putting a Hell in a Cell match on first, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre. Anything trying to follow them is going to be hard work because of that story.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but they had the ability to. They just didn't, which is okay. They just didn't.
Yeah. Swerve happened, but not Lashley. Didn't make sense. Supposedly, Tony Khan said that there was too much going on surprise-wise with MJF and that sort of thing. Title changes to maybe sort of hold off on Lashley. And I think that, again, Dan said it was a great move. No need to rush it. And again, build up the rest of the, what's it called, the Hair Collective or something.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah. No, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and Shelton Benjamin looked amazing on Dynamite this week. I enjoyed that. He's going to look bloody big next to the rest of the roster. And when Lashley comes in, he's going to look enormous. You know what I mean? It's surprising how big Benjamin looks. I mean, he was only against Leo Rush, though, so, you know.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, I thought, as a show, it was a good show because there was some good matches. It wasn't anything that I would rush back to watch at any point.
I thought it was fine. I thought it was the worst show that AEW done. But that's not like I thought it was fine still. I always thought when AEW do a bad show, it's like going to be a real issue because people rely on them. I think the company relies on their pay-per-views being next level because they generally are. And I don't think this was a bad show by any standards. I don't think people feel disappointed. And I think there was enough story beats hit. But to me, it just felt like an okay Dynamite, you know, honestly. So Chris and Willow could follow that because it was such a... Yeah, but then they could have done something here. So what followed the Ospreay match? Morrison? I can't remember. Who was it?
I can't remember. Let's have a look.
Tamam.
The triple threat match.
Yeah, what followed
that? It was the hologram defeating the Beast. Yeah,
I mean, Jesus. I mean, you put that on with no story, and that's just a weird match to put on a pay-per-view, you know. I think if that's worked before Dan, like then it can work again. And I think that a stunt show could have done. So maybe out of 2 or 3 falls, you met that into a ladder match or something like that. And maybe, I don't know. It's hard to say.
Johnny saying Okada and O'Reilly had a good match. Is that on the pre-show?
No, I can't imagine them put Okada on the pre-show, but then they didn't put him in the main show. Okada and O'Reilly. I assume that was Collision, Johnny. Collision
could be.
Cool, man.
Leo Rush is smaller than Jake for once. Bigger than a wrestler besides Hornswoggle. Yeah. I mean, I'm taller than a few, but I've got like 1% of muscle compared to them guys. But Dan's saying less ladder matches, the better.
Yeah, because you don't want to see people get hurt. And I get that, but if you're going to try and keep me invested in a show, like, do something. It's all I'm saying. Give me a flamethrower match then. Screw the ladders. We'll just have a flamethrower match.
casket match. Falls count anywhere. Something else. Michael was
not
disappointed.
2 out of 3 falls with them two who haven't got a freaking story going on.
Yeah, true.
It was my issue.
Disappointed that Danielson lost to a sleeper hold. How do you feel about that?
And no. I mean, it came out of nowhere, I think, in the match, and I think we was all a little bit shocked. But I still like the idea that a finish can happen at any time, and I think that was what Danielson was doing there, and that's part of him laughing. And he'll love that fact, you know. That what he's done is he's gone out for now, saying that any point these matches can end, and I think you have to do that sometimes, especially in big matches. So,
yeah.
So yeah, the sequence leading up to it was decent. So I didn't mind. I was shocked, but I didn't mind. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was something different that we don't normally see, which that sometimes is better than a big finish because it's coming out of complete nowhere.
If a sleeper can't finish a match, then why bother doing it?
Yeah.
You know?
So, I mean, I was talking to Sam earlier on, and I did say I'd bring a question to you because it is more AW related. Does AW have a problem with squash matches?
Does it have a problem? In what sense?
Too many, or I think he means too many.
That's a really complicated question because it's really complicated to define what a squash match is. I think what he's saying, because I don't think there's many squash matches. There's less. I'd say there's less squash matches in AEW than there was from when I was watching WWE. I think squash matches, someone against local talent. I think the problem is not squash matches. It's that we know the outcome of a match. So that's a
very predictable.
It's not a squash match. Yeah, it's become predictable. So what AEW did when they initially set out was they said we're not going to do, because Vince had done like 5 weeks of the same people going at it all the time, and it had become really formulaic and it had become really boring to me. And so AEW went in and did the opposite, and they said we're going to have fresh matchups all the time, and they have stuck to that, and that's great to a point. But then it gets to a point where you actually have to tell the story. And if you're doing that by getting people to have matches all over the place, it becomes chaotic and you can't keep up with it. So I don't think I wouldn't say there's squash matches because squash matches implies jobber. I'd say there's too many outcomes that we know. And there's too little surprise, I guess. And that's a product of trying to keep things fresh, which I appreciate, but I also think they need to find a balance there.
Yeah. So I'm just sort of doing a couple of other bits at the same time as well. But yeah.
I was ran in there. Yeah.
No, it's fine. There's, again, with a lot of WWE stuff, we became conditioned to roll-ups. We could become conditioned to rematch after rematch, week on week, 50-50 booking. And AEW, I think, have done very well to avoid that and fall into them same tropes.
They've fallen into different tropes because of what they're trying to do, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
I don't know what the answer is, Dan. I'm not a wrestler.
No, it's fine. No. So Mark's saying Brian's last match on Raw was Seth. Last WWE match was Roman, and last full time was Moxley. Shows Brian's love for the Shield. Very interesting points. Yeah, very I don't know if it's coincidental, but again, I think that is quite a very interesting fact.
Well, he clearly loved Mox. So yeah, good for him. Is there any squash matches in it? That's what I mean, man. I don't really know. I don't think there is. I don't think by the definition of squash match.
There's no Brock Lesnar, John Cena, 16 German suplexes.
No.
Level of... Yeah.
No. No, and in fact, the opposite. Sometimes the jobber. I mean, Leo Rush and Shelton Benjamin must have gone about 10 minutes, and I don't think it really had any need to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, if you was to say that was a squash match, actually it wasn't. I mean, it was to a point, but do you know what I mean? There was still a fight, and actually, Leo Rush got put over in his own way in that match as a scrappy underdog. So. It's hard.
I think that's a great character for him as well. Yeah. Scrappy underdog.
Yeah, I think so too.
While you're stuffing your face, what have you got, by the way?
I made some quesadillas.
Nice. What's inside?
Man, I wanted some proper food. I've got some chicken thighs because they were cheaper and I ain't got much money, but then some onion, pepper, garlic, mushrooms, spices, and loads of cheese.
Absolutely nothing in there apart from the cheese sounds appealing to me.
You don't like chicken?
Well, apart from the chicken. I meant the garlic, the mushrooms, the onions.
Oh, man, it's fresh. It's fresh. Makes me feel good. Makes my farts stink as well.
I bet it does. I've been in your apartment. I've had a gas mask on.
You're right, man.
Yeah. So, again, while you're stuffing your face, we'll have another game of the nips. Who's that?
It's a nipples game. It's a nipples game. A nipples game. I think I might have it.
Send me private chat message what you think. It's a very simple look. If you wanted to down a sort of beefy chest, there isn't much else that you could put on there. Is that your guess, Jake? Love onions? I've never heard of that wrestler.
Mate, they are some love onions. They are some definite love onions right there. I don't even know how to use it.
It's not love onions. It's not curdy. What are you thinking? It's not, so you can even say your guess if you want.
Mate, I thought it was Bob Backlund.
It's got that sort of physique. It's not Santino. You love onions. I know you was, Jake. I was having fun. We had some nipples on and you had two weds. I think the beer might be going to my head. What do you think?
I think you're crazy.
No, we've got Crazy Ginger Jake Holden in the chat.
Oh, mate, I got so drunk last night. I had loads of rum. It was lovely.
Are you out next Saturday?
Can't be random. Out next Saturday? What, Halloween? Yeah, but not spiders.
Why?
I don't do Halloween at Spiders. It's way too busy.
Yeah, but it's technically my birthday night out. It's not Randy. It's not Gunther. It's not Chava. Rum is the best. Second best.
Nice.
No, every single one that follows and likes our channel is the best.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Jake's not a Halloween guy. But no, keep them guesses coming. I think
I'm not really a Halloween guy. I love Halloween like with myself and stuff, but I'm not really a go out on Halloween thing. I like family at Halloween.
Yeah. But it's not Seth. It's not Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. These are some very good guesses. And I think the lack of tattoos is making it a little bit harder for people.
I think you should give us a clue, man. I think you should give us a clue.
He's never worked, I don't think, for WWE.
He's never worked for WWE?
Never. He has been seen in...
He's been seen in AEW. Is it Murder Grandpa?
Murder Grandpa?
Minoru Suzuki.
Oh,
come on! Yeah. Let's go! Sorry, guys. I'm playing as well. Whatever.
I mean, you look at his head there in terms of his chest size, it just looks huge.
It does, yeah. It does, yeah. Yeah.
I've always wondered, does he cut his hair like that? Or is that just loads of scarring or stuff like that? No idea.
No idea. I'd assume scarring, but I don't know.
But no. So the other thing that I was going to chat with you about is Toni Storm. Because
Why
she's just
Toni
been
Storm?
confirmed as the PWI #1 for the women by, is it Dave Meltzer? PWI's top 250 women wrestlers?
No, PWI isn't.
No, it's not.
PWI is Pro Wrestling Insider. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so at Pro Wrestling Insider, it's always quite contentious because it's not just a list of who's won the most matches, or it takes a lot of kayfabe into account.
Yeah.
So, like, Roman Reigns wasn't on the men's because he didn't meet the 6 matches a year thing that they need to have and stuff like that. So, yeah, it can be quite contentious.
Because I think looking at the sort of list of the top 10, there is a couple of people I think are a bit surprising to be in there. So I'll run down the list. You've got Toni Storm as #1, then Jordynne Grace, Rhea Ripley, Micah, Stephanie Vaquer, Saree, Bayley, Willow Nightingale, Mariah May, and then Athena.
So Athena's there because she's held the Ring of Honor Championship for a year in what is a smaller brand. So it's all them sort of stuff that's taken into account as well as match quality, and it's all quite difficult, to be honest with you. In terms of the list, so let's go Toni Storm first. Toni Storm's had an outstanding year. She's brought an original character that's not original at all, but it is to the wrestling community and wrestling scene, has delivered a believable character whilst holding the title for a long time, as well as holding one of the premier women's story of the last year.
Mariah May's story has been incredible.
Yeah, and that's only because of Toni Storm. So that and basically, I mean, it's all produced by what's his name, the fella who does AEW. I forget his name.
I can't remember off the top of my head.
It's basically his gimmick from when he was wrestling on the Indies anyway. So it was all based all about Eve. It was a classic story that ended in a great way. Like, do I think she should be #1? Yeah, probably. Not just that. She puts on solid matches all the time. I think she's the most to talk about this year for sure.
Yeah, I think when you do look down the list, Mariah May being on the list as well, I think without Toni Storm, she would be nowhere near the top 10.
100%. But she has been engaged in that story. I mean, it's interesting, the Rhea Ripley one, because if you think about Rhea Ripley for the last year, her match at Mania was Becky Lynch, wasn't it? And that didn't feel as big as it should have been. While it was a great match, I don't feel like it felt like there was getting a bit tired at that point as well. And actually, this sort of Liv Morgan thing afterwards has sort of refreshed things a little bit in a way that it potentially needed. But yeah, Jordynne Grace, that's an interesting one. Obviously, people were very excited about her coming to NXT, so I think she's had a lot of buzz around that. I think it's quite high, but there we go, man. That's fair enough.
She was in the Royal Rumble last year. She had a very good showing. And I think that was drawing a lot of eyes towards TNA. I think that obviously helped a bit with Joe Hendry as well, which we might get onto a bit later. But Bayley being #7, do you think that's about right?
I don't know, because it gets to a point where I can't comment enough on Maker's performance outside the ring, because I assume she's Stardom's champion. Stephanie Vaquer was Stardom's champion for quite some time, and done quite a lot on the indie scene. So I know more about Stephanie Vaquer. Saree, I don't know anything about. So it's hard to comment. Bayley, what's Bayley done?
She's had the Damage Control storyline where Damage Control turned on her before WrestleMania after winning the Royal Rumble.
So what match did she have at Mania?
Io Sky.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, and that was a really good match, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like that Damage Control story fell a little flat, though, if I'm honest.
Yes,
but,
I agree
yeah,
with that.
I mean, she's top 10, so that's really good.
Yeah.
Willow sort of come on leaps and bounds, like absolutely propelled herself naturally into a star.
Came through Ring of Honor, didn't she, to AEW?
Willow, yeah, man. She was part of Ring of Honor for a while. She was on Independence before Khan turned her. So Willow, I feel like she's naturally sort of progressed. Mariah May, like you say, has been involved in the top story, which was Toni Storm. Athena has been on Ring of Honor, which is great, but Ring of Honor doesn't get as much exposure, which is why she's number 10. Roxanne Perez, I don't know much about. NXT, she was the champion there for a while. Yeah.
Did a lot of good stuff in NXT. Liv Morgan, Io Sky, number 12 and 13. Again, I think that they've done a hell of a lot, but obviously match winning might have sort of dropped them down the card, down the points a few little bits, I think.
Well, also, Liv Morgan happened post-Mania. So pre-Mania, she did nothing. So half of the year, she's not counted in this as well. Do you know what I mean? So it's from like a certain point.
Yeah, true.
So so that'll be why for Liv Morgan. Because if it had been counted on the latter half of the year, then she'd have been much higher, I think.
Yeah. And then, I mean, Becky Lynch being at number 17, she's not wrestled for the past sort of 3-4 months, not far off. So that can be affecting it.
Miyu Utani, absolutely outstanding. Masha Slamovic, I've not seen as much of Masha Slamovic this year as I have last year. Mina Shirakawa has sort of crossed into AEW as well as WWE, so doing really good. And you got Becky Lynch. Miyu Watanabe, I don't really know. Miyu Yamashita, outstanding wrestler, man. She is phenomenal. Pro Wrestling Eve champion for over a year. I haven't seen as much this year as I've seen from last year, but that's because of the promotions that I watch. Julia, I feel Julia's a weird one to have on the list because she hasn't done anything for a long time. Julia was much higher last year as well, by the way, much higher. Nia Jax, I mean, Botch Machine at 22, that's a joke. Danny Luna, I've not seen enough of Danny Luna, man. I need to see more Danny Luna. Kenzie Page, I don't know. Rio, I wouldn't say so, but I don't know what she's done outside of AEW. Julia Hart has had a good year, I think, especially in that earlier part of the year. Sayori Anu, I'm not sure. Tam Nakano, a great wrestler, but I haven't seen enough of her. Kalani Jordan. Naomi, I think Naomi's way too high. She hasn't done anything. The fact that Naomi's above Bianca Belair, I find very strange.
Yeah.
Tiffany Stratton, I would have put her above Naomi. You know, yeah, Naomi's a weird one to me.
Yeah, like I said, some of them could have been completely out of place from what I would expect. But again, everything sort of put into the system will throw out sort of maybe some obscure results because of match sort of win-loss records, stuff like that, I think. I'm not sure. But I mean, Dan's just putting...
Alex Wins is too low. Alex Wins is at 42. She's put on the best match I've seen this year, apart from a Will Ospreay matches.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Dan saying when it comes to main WWE and AEW performers, top rankings are all subjective. There's no argument, they're all tremendous. When it comes to the indies side, things do come a bit of a mess, which, I think that's a good point.
Well, yeah, because you've got different promotions booking different people in different ways and all this sort of stuff. So Lizzie Eva feels quite low down. It feels like she's had a good year in the British scene.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just having a sort of quick flick through.
Yeah, me too.
There's...
Abaddon. Why is Abaddon at 153? She hasn't done that. All she does is come out at Halloween.
Yeah. I mean, Millie McKenzie, she's been doing a lot of good stuff in the UK scene, I think, if I remember rightly.
Millie McKenzie, yeah, man, she's banging.
Yeah.
She's turned heel. She's a bad guy now.
So, Jake, should he have some scotch with his steak and chips, do you think?
What? Emerson Jane? It's like, I've just saw her there. Why is she 223? That's a bit of a...
Yeah.
Is Charlie Morgan not on here at all? That's harsh as well. You'd think they'd give Charlie Morgan it with the last year. Anyway, sorry, Dan. Carry on. I'm getting distracted.
No, I'm having a look, see if I can find her for you. Yeah, she's not even on the 250. I can't see.
That sucks, man. That sucks. She should have been on there, just as a respect. If nothing else. If not for the fact that she put on some belters.
But no, it's strange. Only missed 2 months of 2023, 2024.
It's weird. It's a kayfabe list, man. I mean, it's like us
Yeah.
saying who's your favorite wrestler. It's you
It's
can
all
take it with a
subjective,
pinch
innit?
of salt. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, would I have put Tony Storm at the top? Probably. Would I have put Jordan Grace at number 2? Not at all.
No.
But that's just me, you know. So yeah.
So on the last video, we did do a little bit of wrestling history on the day that we're actually filming. So I've just brought the list up. So 1996 was WWF in Your House, and it was the very first Buried Alive match.
Ooh, Undertaker and Mankind.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, classic.
Can you remember who the debuting Executioner wrestler was played by?
No, I can't. I was thinking who was the guy that was the executioner, and it's someone real weird. Go on,
Terry Gordy.
That's it, Terry Gordy. That's right.
So in the year 2000, WCW released Bret Hart from his contract.
What, in this week? Wow.
Actually, today, 20th of October.
Wow. There you go.
2002, WWE's No Mercy. It was headlined by Brock retaining the WWE Championship by defeating The Undertaker.
There you go.
Can you remember the stipulation?
No, I didn't watch it.
No.
No.
It was a Hell in a Cell.
Hell in a Cell. I could have guessed, shouldn't I?
Yeah. 2010, Nigel McGuinness signed for TNA.
Yeah, cool.
And he got renamed from Nigel McGuinness to Desmond Wolfe.
Oh, wow. What a name. Cool.
And then 2013, TNA's Bound for Glory. AJ beat Bully Ray for the TNA Heavyweight Championship.
Ooh.
And EC3 made his in-ring debut for him.
For TNA?
Yep.
Nice. What happened to his promotion? Is that still alive?
The Control Your Narrative.
Yeah.
I haven't got a clue.
It's funny. Dom did a lot of work with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Dan Gorrick, almost. Terry Gordy.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Hurdy-gurdy.
So I'll just sort of, I said earlier on about me going to the WWE live show. It was a very sort of fun show. There was a good sort of few crowd popping moments, and there was a couple of fun bits.
What's this?
The WWE live show last week.
Oh yeah, man, cool! I can't wait to hear about this. Cool.
They've basically been doing the same shows near enough every night, I think, because a lot of people was running down the card in Cardiff the night before, and it near enough matched everything. Jey Uso defended his Intercontinental Championship against Bron Breakker as the opening match.
Ooh, Bron Breakker.
Very good fun. Jey and Bron had a bit of a yeet off a little bit.
Did you all go whoop whoop?
Where he was all yeeting like crazy.
Nice. Hey up, Daniel.
How are you doing, dude? And then it started off with women. Tiffany Stratton, defending, going up against Naomi. Mark put Tiffany falling off the ring, as she jumped into the ring. One of her legs sort of slipped from underneath there. There is a few clips of it online, but she styled it out like an absolute pro.
Oh, nice. Good job.
And
good job,
really did a good job in sort of recovering.
Good.
Again, it was a half-decent match. Then we had Santos Escobar come out, pull a heel promo, and he basically said, if anyone starts singing and chanting at me, I'm going to stop wrestling because you don't deserve to see the best wrestler, best luchador on the planet. Guess what they were singing?
What were they saying?
Just sold my car to Santos Escobar.
Wow, there we go.
And if you're from the UK, there is a horrible, horrible, horrible song that is just sold my car to We Buy Any Car.
Yeah.
And it obviously makes sense ramen-wise to Santos Escobar. So if you go onto social media platforms and just do sold my car to Santos Escobar, yeah.
Nice.
And there you go. Mark is vouching for what I just said because it was crazy loud. If you're watching a Bailey match and you do the "Hey Bailey" chant, that was the level of volume that we had.
Wow,
it was
cool.
Very good, and he did sort of step out the ring a couple of times just because the chance was that loud. But Andrade got the win. It was good fun.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had Bailey versus Nia Jax in a street fight.
God, I bet that was horrific.
Earlier on in the day, Bailey was outside the Cavern Club in Liverpool and had the statue of John Lennon next to her saying, John, I should really be challenging Nia Jax to a street fight. So that is what we got.
Nice.
It ended with Nia Jax winning, but afterwards, Nia got put through a table by Bailey, which gave the crowd a good pop.
Did Bailey get hurt?
No.
Well, then Bailey won, really.
Yes. Chad Gable came out, went up against Gunther for the IC title. Again, absolute clinic from Chad Gable. I think he deserves to be holding a title at some point very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Both men came off the top rope, which was good fun. And then we had a 3-on-3 tag match. We had the Bloodline, Jimmy Fatu, Tamatonga, Tongaloa going up against DIY, and the crowd popped like crazy when Randy Orton came out.
Mm-hmm.
And the crowd was, again, singing along so loud to him, and you could see the grin he had on his face, even from where we were sat.
Nice.
Great photo. I got a Randy, I'll just share that one, present.
Dan says 17 years ago I was supposed to run an all-women show, but then my pregnant wife made me cancel it in case our daughter was born a few weeks early. It was a good job I listened to her. That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So it's his birthday today. Happy birthday to Dan's daughter, then.
Yeah. Happy birthday. Matthew Rodriguez did ask a question earlier. I just completely missed it because we was doing the PWI Tony Storm stuff. If the White Six were in AW, what female or male wrestler will have the White Six targeted because of turning on their families? What do you think?
I don't know what the White Six are. Apart from a B-list faction.
Because I think if it's for turning on families, I think they'd have a new member as Christian Cage.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, good answer.
He'd really help
Better
them
than
out.
anything I've got. Better than anything I've got, brother.
Daughter's birthday. So, yeah, happy birthday from everyone at Gimme a Hullywood.
Hey, she can probably hear us right now. Like, happy birthday to you. That's all I've got.
I'll let you carry it on.
That's all I've got. That's all I've got.
But yeah, there's a photo Randy Orton I took. And again, it was a good fun show.
Very sexy. Very sexy.
And again, you can't go wrong with a Randy Orton pose on screen. After that, we had a good bit of celebration before the sort of halftime interval, if you like, with Randy Orton going around, crowd singing along.
Nice.
Then we had LA Knight going up against Nakamura in my favourite match of the night. Two men, huge amount of charisma, crowd popping for LA Knight, and there was a young kid a good few rows in front of us, and he was the most over person in the arena that night.
Nice.
He was absolutely screaming top of his lungs, LA Knight. The full arena chanted in unison, yeah. And he was doing that all the way through the match. And the chant was getting louder and louder each time. And I bet he was loving it.
That's really cool. That's really nice.
And then we did have main event, Solo Sikoa versus Cody Rhodes in a Hell in a Cell match. No, it wasn't. It was a steel cage. I don't know why I said another cell. But again, Cody doing absolutely brilliant work, getting the crowd hyped up for that main event. Oh, I didn't realise I just chopped his head off. There you go.
That's all right. Chop it from, if you're going to chop it though, chop it from the neck so you get rid of that awful tattoo.
I know, but he's hard in it, so that's the main thing. But yeah, the crowd, again, really loud for Cody coming out. And again, it was a very, very good show. And they did bring some T-shirts with them.
Oh, here he goes. Here he goes. Cody Rhodes.
So instead of the US logo, US flag, it is the Union Jack on this one.
Why don't you get that tattooed on your ass like Jack has got?
Because I don't want to.
Okay. I've got a really important question to ask, and it's actually the question that I've wanted to know more than anything. How did your partner find it?
Had an amazing fun time. Good. More than I was expecting. She was singing along to Just Saw My Car to Santos Escobar.
Good.
She was loving the kid going over with the LA Night chants. So I was pleased.
Good.
I think she had a bit more fun than she wants to admit, but it was a good show. It was great fun.
What did you enjoy more, WrestleMania 39 or the house show?
She's not around, so it was WrestleMania with you guys.
Do you know that, honestly, like, I do think the house show, I'd rather go watch a house show than Clash at the Castle or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. Like, I always have way more fun because I can just get pissed and then just watch them have a fun time. Do you know what I mean?
They're having fun. And like I said, there was so many little bits that they was doing. Jey Uso had the whole crowd yeeting. Bron Breakker was trying to sort of counter it by going and barking. And he was getting frustrated. He rolled out the ring a couple of times again. Yeah, it was more engaging than a Monday Night Raw or a SmackDown because there's no scripted story they have to focus on.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I agree completely. They can have fun. They can keep it loose. Cool.
So, last time, everyone seemed to really enjoy it. So, we're going to do it again.
What are we doing?
Get your phones out.
What?
Get your phones out.
What?
You got it?
Got my phone. I've got my phone, Dad.
So, I'm going to present it. And there you go. So, going to play. Top right.
Oh, sorry, Dan. You broke up a bit there. Just to explain that again for me.
Okay. So if you scan the QR code at the top right, it will ask you for your name, or you can go to kahoot.it. There we go. Mark's already in. Put your name in. Put your streaming name so we know who it is. And we're going to have a bit of a quiz. 20 questions.
How exciting!
And we're going to see an on-screen tally target of who's in the lead, who's chasing, how many points they are. If you get more than one question right in a row, you get extra points for a streak. So we're going to give it another few minutes to make sure that everyone can get in. There we go. There's Ant in.
How do you know it's me?
Because it's got a little ant next to your head. And
you're a big fan of the get logged in. Get logged in. I mean, I didn't do the design on the thing, but
keep your phone unlocked. Yeah. Jake said it'll be 2 seconds. Yep. This one we always give people a good couple of minutes because you might want to swap streaming device, but questions and everything will be on screen and will be on your phone as well, so you can see it.
Sweet. Everyone get your phones out. See, this is a real good idea, Dan. Well done.
I was trying it about 5 or 6 times, different ways, whether it would work with a video on screen, a video not on screen. The amount of different tester videos I did just to try it. But again, there we go. Ginger God's in. I like the headset on your character, dude.
Welcome, Ginger God. Have you written these questions yourself then, or
the old librarian's in? Welcome.
Let's go, old librarian.
Some of them I've done myself. Some of them I've sort of just looked at an idea of a question, tweaked it a little bit, reworded it to make it more fun for the quiz itself.
So if it's wrong, we blame you, right?
That's fine by me. That's fine by me.
Let's go.
Max just changed character, so he's now someone from the Blue Man Group.
The Blue Man Group with an eye patch.
Daz, yeah, that is the pin. So if you go to kahoot.it, you can just put that game pin in 1909107, and that will then join you into this group that we're doing.
Oh, how exciting. I'm very excited to beat you all.
Jake's just disappeared, so we'll wait for him to come back in. We'll wait to see if Daz is coming in as well.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Oh, man.
So again, there we go.
I got real drunk last night.
Make sure I don't have the same issue last time we had with Seth and Nicholas. I can't remember that issue. But hopefully my questions are spot on this time. So I think that's going to be
What was the question? Something about Braun Strowman at WrestleMania 34?
I can't remember.
Oh.
But shall we get started?
Well, I mean, do we need Daz to come in? Are you coming in, Daz?
Are you coming in, Daz? I'll give you an extra sort of... Oh, yeah, both won the tag with Strowman, yeah. It was a tag team issue with the belts, but yeah. We'll give you another couple of minutes just in case you want to jump in, Daz. We'll give it till 10 past.
We've got 10 people in the chat right now. If you scan that QR code right now, you can join in the game. Come and have some fun with us and answer these wrestling questions. You can create your own character, your own name, and you can make it as dirty as you want.
There we go. Mark's helping everyone out. He's putting the game code in the chat, the game pin that you need. And I'll just put it in. Kahoot.it. There you go. Kahoot.it. I used this quite a lot during the lockdowns and stuff like that. It was great fun.
Nice.
It just I was doing a lot of sort of quizzes for people, so it just kept my brain engaged. So I found them quite fun.
I think that's really cool.
Are you joining Daz? Yeah. Is everyone in? I'll give you another. What are we on?
We'll give him 30
You've
seconds.
got another
Dan.
about
we'll give him 30 seconds. Yeah.
And we'll see if you're in.
And that's now 25 seconds, Dan.
Yeah. And I'm nearly finished on my beer.
Oh, nice. Get another one, man. Get another one.
I ain't going to left.
And yeah, dude.
No.
Dude.
I know. So
right,
again,
10 seconds.
Again, if you get a question right, and then you get your second one, you'll get more points for a streak, and that streak can keep going more than 2, 3, 4 questions. So you can really ramp up your score and chase someone down if they are in front of you. If they get one wrong and you'll get it right, you'll get that extra boost.
You're all going down. Right, that's time, Dan.
I was going to say, don't be too cocky. Sam came last time.
Who came last?
Sam.
Yeah, Sam's an idiot. I'm great. You're all going down. You're all going down. Down to Chinatown, baby!
Ready? Let's get going.
Kahoot at home. Get ready.
So, question number 1. There you go. What is the real name of Rob Van Dam? The faster you answer, the more points you'll get if you get it right. And once everyone's got their answers in, it will let us know.
I mean, no idea. No idea. I'm aiming for last place. I'll fight you for it.
So we're still missing an answer who hasn't answered yet. So no one got it.
What is it?
Robert Satowski, I think it was pronounced.
Okay.
I put Robert Van Dam in there because I thought people might sort of believe he's related to Jean-Claude.
Very good.
And I was watching an episode of Top Gear at the time, so that's why I had Chris Harris in there.
Oh, there you go. That'll be why it's there.
So let's see who got that one. No one got that one right. So we're all on 0 points. Yeah. Next question. What's the real name of this ECW legend? So again, I did a couple of ECW ones to start us off. So I've got 1, 2, 3. No Googling the answer, Ant.
And no, I nearly went straight away for Thomas Dreamer because I thought it said Tommy Dreamer.
There we go. Thomas Laughlin. 2 people got that one right. Let's see who got it right. Ginger God and Ant got it right, so they're off the mark. Mark and the Old Librarian still on 0 points. Next question.
0.
If you get it right, Ginger God or Ant, you get the extra boost for starting a streak. So let's see. Oh, Daz, it's not letting you in. Sorry, dude. It might be because we have already started. If you do get in and you're flicking through, you will sort of show up on the screen a bit later on, I think.
Let's go.
So, which wrestlers never topped the PWI 500?
Topped.
Yep, number 1 on the list.
He can't have. He can't have. He
So,
can't have.
Eddie Guerrero, the one that hasn't topped it. It's a huge shock to me, but I think he's come number 2 at 1 or 2 times.
Wow.
But The Miz topping it and John Cena topping it. Yep. They surprised me as well.
I get. The Miz, I mean, come on.
He had a good couple of years, though. So,
I mean, he had a year.
There we go. Ginger God, 1,500 points. Mark's overtaken Ant. Old Librarian still not off the mark. Let's see.
Get your head out of them books.
Next question. Let's go. Number 4. Who did Moxley face in his first AEW match? This is right up your street, Ant, or it should be.
I don't know.
I put a great photo of him there from Full Gear a couple of years ago.
Oh, I think I do know. It was Jericho. I put Janela, but I think it's Jericho.
No, you got it right. It was Janela.
Oh, phew. Yeah, his first feud was in Jericho.
First feud was Jericho. First match was Joey Janela.
Or was it his first feud? Because did he do Kenny before he did Jericho? I can't remember.
It might have been, but yeah, the first official AEW match for John Moxley was Joey Janela.
Who got that right, Dan?
Let's have a look. So
oh my God.
What?
He's doing really well.
Yeah, he's on fire. He's got a streak. So 3 correct answers in a row. Like I said, if you'll get them answers correct in a row, you'll get a streak bonus.
Well done, Jakey, baby.
So let's see if Ant can chase you down. Old Librarian's still not off the mark. Let's see if number 5 is the one. Seth Rollins is older than WrestleMania. True or false? Nice and simple question. How old is Seth? How old is WrestleMania? So I've got 3 guesses in.
That's a tough question because I don't know if he's older than me or...
And it's false. Seth is actually a year and a half younger than WrestleMania.
Yeah, I thought he was younger than me.
Yeah, it's very, very close. But there we go. Ant's overtaken him. Ginger God's dropped down. Old Librarian is finally off the mark, 637. So even if you go a few more right in a row, you can still chase Ant down at the top of the card.
Come on, boys.
Let's see. Next question, number 6, I think it is. Yep. Who has main evented WrestleMania the most? Is it Hogan, Hart, Taker, or Reigns? I did actually write notes down for all of these answers, but I've completely forgot to bring them up. But yeah, I think it's Roman Reigns has headlined WrestleMania 8 times, Hogan 7, Brett 4, and Undertaker I think 3 or 4 as well.
Yeah, makes sense.
But I think Hogan has headlined the very first 7 WrestleManias.
I would have thought Triple H has done more than Bret Hart.
No.
No? Okay.
Nope. He's only sort of, I think, headlined 2 or 3.
Okay.
Next question. Oh, no, next question. Let's see. But everyone got that one right. One where I thought at least people are going to get some good points. Next question. Let's go. Number 7. The only 40-man Royal Rumble.
Oh,
this, again, should be quite an easy one for some people.
Hogan didn't main event WrestleMania 4. That was Savage and DiBiase. There you go, man.
So, 40-man Royal Rumble was Del Rio. Braun Strowman was the 50 greatest Royal Rumble.
What?
What?
I put Braun Strowman because I'm an idiot.
Greatest Royal Rumble in Saudi was Braun Strowman at the group with 50 entrants, but the 40-man Royal Rumble was Alberto Del Rio.
Because Yokozuna was in that one, wasn't he?
No.
In the 50-man Royal Rumble.
No,
Yokozuna. Yeah, the
prince
had asked for Yokozuna in it, so they basically just put a sumo wrestler in it to make the prince happy. But
so let's see. Oh, Mark jumped from third to first.
You're going down, boy.
He is only 99 points in front of you, though, Ant, so you can always chase him down.
Oh.
There you go, Librarian. You're only 1,100 points off the lead, so you're chasing him down quite quickly. You get another one right, you could get a good streak bonus. So, question number 8, let's go. Where did Elimination Chamber debut? So, what pay-per-view? So, if I remember rightly, it was 2002 it debuted, so that might give you a little bit of a clue.
Not a clue, Dan. Not a clue.
Not a clue? All right. So, 3 people got it right. Was you one of them, man?
I didn't know.
No. So, Mark's on a streak, 4 correct answers in a row. That's why he's jumped up to the top of the list. But he is only 153 points in front of Ginger God. So, it's all change at the top. We've had 3 questions, 3 different leaders.
You're going down, boy. You're going down.
And it's again 1,300 to the old Librarian from the top of the card.
Wow.
Next question. 9 of 20. Who was the very first Divas champion? Here we go. Going back a little bit. Some big names in there. AJ Lee, Melina, Michelle McCool, Trish Stratus. Who do you think it was? 3 people got that one right. Did you get it wrong as well?
I got it right. You
got it right? Oh, yeah, this is going to make the points very interesting. Old Librarian, 5 in a row. 1,300 points now. 1,300 points from top to bottom. That is not a lot at all.
Wow.
There's still 11 questions left. So it is all getting very tight. You're in 3rd place, Ant, so you need to try and catch up if you're going to prove Sam wrong.
Hang on, Old Librarian, you were supposed to be losing this. Stop with that streak right now.
He could get, if he gets another one right in a row and he gets it quick, he could overtake you. Let's see if he can get it.
I know.
Johnny Gargano has 5 more 5-star matches than Shawn Michaels. Is that true? Is it false? Did I make it up? You might still be at the bottom at the minute, Old Librarian, but you could easily overtake it.
Oh, wow.
But we'll see. That one, if you answered quicker than Ant, you might get an extra chunk.
You can't touch this.
I mean, we'll see in a couple of questions' time. Next question.
As if Gargano has more 5 stars, but yeah, anyway.
So whose real name is Kenneth Crawford? Who wrestles and who's got a pseudonym? And who does he wrestle as? Though that one's created a little bit of sort of discourse through there. 2 people got it
wrong.
Got
it right?
Not 3 people got it wrong. Did you get it right?
Got it right. No, I didn't. I want Vladimir.
Let's have a look. Highest 7 in a row. Less than 1,200 points. Very well done, Old Librarian.
Wow. Still at the bottom, though.
So you're less than 90 points in front of him now, Ant.
Oh, God. Go on.
Next question. Let's go. Number 12. Name the faction. Easy. Absolutely easy one. Everyone should get this one. It should be an easy points one for this one.
The Nightmare Factory. That's right. I think it was the Nightmare Factory, not the Pinnacle, Dan.
Did you get it wrong?
Am I allowed to put people off, Dan?
You can try.
Great stuff. Can't wait.
I mean, you can just be muted by the other people. So let's have a look.
They'd never do that.
There's 800 points or thereabouts between top and bottom. This is getting tight. Question
How's
13.
the librarian so low when he's got an 8-match streak?
So, which wrestler appears in Kickboxer Vengeance? It was a movie that came out a few years ago, and it had...
It came out when?
A couple of years ago. About 3-4 years ago. I think it was.
Shit. Wow. We all got it wrong.
It was Batista.
Wow.
And again, I mean, I was going to bring a photo up, but I might do afterwards. So no one got that one. So we're all still as we was. Question 14. True or false? Has Undertaker won more Hell in a Cell matches than he's lost? So the old librarian is flicking between tabs to answer the questions. So one person got that one right.
Oh, I really thought he'd
Let's
lost more.
see who it was.
Not me.
It was Mark jumping again from third up to the top.
Goodness. Oh, it's so exciting.
It's getting very tense as, again, just scraping over 1,000 points. But if the librarian gets to streak it, that could soon disappear. Let's see. 3/4 of the way through. What was the main event of AEW's first pay-per-view? And it was Double or Nothing.
Want them. It was them.
Is it them in the correct answer?
Oh, shoot. No, I got it wrong. Damn it.
Oh, let's see who did get it right. Top two. Pulling away a little bit there.
Cheats.
So let's get going. Question 16. Who held the Money in the Bank more than once? All big names, all pretty much certified Hall of Famers at some point, I think.
Honestly, I have no idea. No.
But one person got that one, The Miz. Yeah, he's won it twice. No, he's not won it. No, he's not won it twice. He's won it once, and then he also won it off Otis back in 2020.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and you've only got 300 points to play with.
Jakey. Good one, Jakey.
Yeah, yeah. That one Edge has as well. I can't remember Edge having it a second. Yeah, he went off Ken Kennedy, didn't he? So that one, yeah.
You ruined my fire streak, Dan.
I will go through it and I will go through the points and I will get a proper score, so don't worry.
Oh,
it might not make much of a difference. Who was the first winner of the season 1 of NXT? This again, it's quite a one where you could sort of pick any of them and feel like it's believable. But yeah, 3 people got it right with Wade Barrett. And that was the game show version of NXT.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news, Dan.
That you're not winning.
Oh, you're so nasty.
And it's 328 points. You are from bottom of the table. And there's 3 questions left. 2 questions. Yeah, 3 questions left. Is a tricky one. What was longer? WCW beating Raw or Gunther's Intercontinental Championship reign? They were both huge reigns. Very long streaks, but which was longer? WCW or Gunther? And that's split everyone.
Wow.
666-day Intercontinental Championship reign and 83 weeks WCW beating Raw.
Wow. Well done.
So, again, top 2. Again, pulling away a little bit there. 2 questions left. Who's going to be top? Who's going to be bottom?
Screw you, Dan.
What? What year was the first SmackDown game released? So what do we think? 2000. That was the original SmackDown game. And then we had SmackDown Here Comes SmackDown 2, SmackDown Here Comes the Pain.
I feel like Warzone was 98, wasn't it?
Warzone, I think, 98, and then you had WWF Attitude.
That's it, yeah, Attitude. That's the one I forgot about.
So I think this is going to separate the men from the boys in a way, top and bottom. Let's see. How many wrestlers have started the Royal Rumble at number 30 and won? Yeah, I can see you doing the calculations. 5 separate wrestlers have started at number 30 and went on to win. So let's see how this is played with the scores.
Who got that one right?
So third place, it was
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Second place, it was Ginger God, and top absolute legend, it was Mark. Well done, Mark.
Well done, man. But now you need to calculate if that edge question sent Old Librarian to the third place.
That's what I'm going to do on the afterwards. Summary, let's have a look.
That was really fun. Thanks, Dan.
Yeah, right. So I'll take that one off. You just sort of have a bit of a chat about something, or just ask people how it was, or do the comments. Let's see.
Fill me some time while I do some work. Yeah, not a problem, Dan. Hello, everyone. My name is Anthony. I am here on the Gimme podcast. You guys all rocked. Join the game, everyone. Hogan didn't main event WrestleMania 4. That was Savage and DiBiase. The fake one was. I'm still at the bottom. No, I don't think you are, by the Librarian. I think you're second to top. I'm old and slow, flicking between tabs, answers, questions. Yeah, man, me too. Yeah, that's because he's cheating. That's because the Librarian is cheating, flicking between the tabs. I see it now.
Well, no, he's got us on one and then the quiz on the other tab.
Oh. They mentioned it in Triple H versus Taker at Mania. Well, that's the wrong Edge as well. Didn't Edge get it twice? He picked up Kennedy's case. Hey, guys, Devlin. Hey, up. How you doing? Nice to see you. It's been far too long since I've been on here. All aboard. Welcome. Sorry, Jake. Matt beat me again. Thanks for the quiz. Yeah, thanks. That was fun. That was really fun, Dan.
Yeah, all right, dude.
By the way, I said Edge as well, so my points would have been even more. Yeah, and Jake said, I was the only one that said, I'm lost because I'm a little pissed, says Jake. Yeah, right.
Me too, dude. That's why I got the questions wrong.
It doesn't matter. Did Old Librarian beat me?
By 6 points.
Well done, Old Librarian number 3 on the scoreboard. That's right, your host is a fucking imbecile.
I mean, Sam again come fourth last week as well, so it's not unusual.
We should get new hosts around here. We should get new hosts. Screw these hosts.
I mean, we'll see. Yes, Mark, you did still win. Don't worry about that.
I told you I'd come last, Old Librarian.
I think it's unfair because, obviously, I know him. If he won, it'd be a little bit dodgy, and you'd all complain that I'd give him the answers. So, him coming last, I think, is good.
Well, it's like when we were doing the Meltzer thing earlier. Like I've tried to do things like that with certain people on the podcast before, Dom, and you're getting like he's a goddamn cheater, that kid, and so he's just cheating on the scores, and I'm like, there's no point in cheating on the scores. I'll tell you what I think, and if it's wrong, it's all right. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Madman Matt says, my evil vessel says, hello.
Like I said, I hope everyone had fun on that one.
I did.
And yeah, Danny Green saying you won, got 100%.
You should have been playing, Danny. You should have been playing.
Don't know what the questions are, but you won. Yeah.
Yeah. Got to be.
But no, I think it's been a good evening chat. I think, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, are we wrapping it up?
Yeah, I think it's a good time. 11:30 at night on a Sunday.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, you can go sort of finish the last bit of your hangover. I can go to bed and have a nap.
Finish my hangover. Yeah, man.
But yeah, hopefully everyone has had a good Sunday evening with us. Max got it absolutely bang on the money. Eat, sleep, win the quiz, repeat.
Well done, Mark.
But yeah, again, as always, thank you very much for joining. I will be back tomorrow to do. Well, I said tomorrow. It will technically be Tuesday for Monday Night Raw. It is going to be my birthday on Tuesday when I am streaming, so I expect donations for my birthday fund.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
Big old 36. You won't believe it, would you?
When are you 36?
Tuesday.
Oh, your birthday night out was this Saturday. Where was you?
Well, I was busy working and setting up stuff for tonight for everyone else.
Well, it's about time you did something on this podcast.
Thank you very much, Madman Max.
No,
there we go. That's better. We don't have to deal with him anymore if he's being mean. Librarian, it was pleasant hanging out. Thank you very much. That's what I want. Hope you had some good fun. And I will be back in 2 weeks because I'm doing these every 2 weeks. Give me a chance to sort of put stuff together for everyone. Next time, I think we'll be talking about Survivor Series, maybe Crown Jewel. I can't remember. Thank you very much, Danny. Great choice in name, as always.
Well, can I just say, it's been excellent hanging out. Thank you so much, Dan. I really appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun.
That's what we're here for. We hope everyone else has had fun in the chat. If you have, like and share. Give the video a like so we know that you had a good time. And yet, Crown Jewel is next. And we had a bit of a divisive chat about him earlier on, so I'm going to have him in the show. But hope everyone has a good week. I'll see you tomorrow night. And I shall again see you soon.
God, I just listened to this whole podcast. It was terrible. I feel like my ears are gonna bleed.
What'd you say? This is Darby Allen, and you're listening to Gimme a Whole Yeah podcast.